Hey guys, it's your girl CrysMarie. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see from the title down below, we're going to be making banana bread with chocolate chips in it. So this is one of the recipes that my husband actually really used to enjoy. Babe, if you're watching, this one's for you. He is deployed. I did make a video on that. I'll leave it linked down below. I also will leave some of the recipes that I've made, like my fried Oreos. My fried ice cream was a really big hit. I'll leave that link down below as well. It is pretty much nighttime right now, and that's usually when it's harder for me to not think of him and not be sad. So I figured, why not just make something that he used to enjoy. And yes, I have my ring off because I'm going to be baking. Before any of you be like, what the hell happened? Everything's fine. But I just wanted to make something. And I know the lighting is a little bit off because it is nighttime right now. So I will leave down below the list of ingredients that I'm going to be using with the exact measurement, you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit that notification bell, you guys, so you can know every time I post. I don't have a set time or days that I'm posting. I'm just posting as I can because I'm trying to keep myself preoccupied because, again, I'm going through deployment. So yeah, without further ado, you guys, let's get into the video. So my dumbass didn't realize I didn't turn the light on up here, and that's why the lighting was all jacked up, you guys. I'm still trying to get, used to everything in this house. Only been a week. By the time you guys see this, I don't know how long it's been, but yeah. So let's actually start the video now. Alright guys, so per usual, I'm going to be showing you the list of ingredients right here. Now I noticed I didn't mention this in the video at all, but the banana bread that I'm making in this video is more on the natural tasting side. It's not too sweet. It is sweet, but not on the sweet side like at the store. If you do want more of a sweet tasting banana bread, you can add some brown sugar, but this is how I make it. This is how I like it. I don't like it tasting too sweet. Now right here I'm showing you that butter needs to be room temperature for this to work. Chocolate chips are totally optional. Nuts, berries, whatever you want in your banana bread. I just used what I had left from the previous videos, which was that chocolate. Now your bananas can be riper than that, and they'll be more sweeter. But again, this is how I make mine. Now into a bowl, we're going to be adding our ripe bananas. And with these bananas, we're going to also be adding our cinnamon and our vanilla. Now when it comes to the bananas, I just use a fork or a spoon and I mash them up. I like more of a chunk in my bread. However, I know there are people that do not, or for instance, kids that don't eat their fruits and moms try to trick them in by putting fruit or vegetables in breads or whatever. That is totally fine. You can use a mixer and make this banana puree, but I like bananas, so I'm just making some chunks out of it. The side of the bowl helps with the mashing as well. But again, if you are one that you like banana bread, but you don't like bananas, because my brother's that way, you can totally puree this where you can't even taste a thing in there. So you just want to make sure everything is mixed in, get the scraping of the edges, all that cinnamon and vanilla is incorporated. This looks so good. And there's no such thing as over mixing, guys, because it's just bananas. All right, so in a separate bowl, we're going to add our room temperature butter and our egg. And that wrapper you want to save for the end, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to go ahead and add that. Make sure that egg is room temperature. As you are about to see, my egg was on the little bit of a colder side. So when I go to mix the butter and the egg, it left little chunks. The bread came out fine though, so it wasn't a big deal. But right here you can see, this is where you can also use a mixer, but you guys know I'm hard-headed. I like to do everything by hand. But because that egg was cold, it was starting to get the butter a little firm. So you have to put a little bit of elbow grease into there. This is where you can also add that brown sugar if you wanted this on the sweeter side. So now it looks like scrambled eggs down there, but it is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and add our banana mix, and we're going to give this a good stir. Now again, I'm going to keep repeating this because some people don't listen, but you can totally use a mixer. If you are the type that needs this creamed out and this is grossing you out with all the chunks, then use a mixer or a purifier. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. It's late. So this is totally optional, but preferred. You want to get a sifter, and I think that's what that's called, but you want to sift the flour. In this bread, we already have chunks going on with the bananas and the chocolate chips. Last thing you want to do is bite into a piece and it's pure flour. Trust me, I've done it before. So we're going to go ahead and sift that flour, our baking powder, and our baking soda as well. Leave that right there. And you can literally pick this up at Dollar Tree for like $1. I think Walmart has them for $1 as well. Now when it comes to baking powder, I absolutely love the cans. I've been baking for years, guys, like years. I had my own little side business back home, and I'm just realizing that that part scrapes. Yep, I am just realizing that, and my whole world has changed. I am not joking. Comment down below if you're the same and didn't realize that that's what that's for. If only the baking soda had that. Somebody should come out with that. So I'm adding the baking powder and baking soda together, and I'm just sifting it and moving it around the flour just so it's mixed in completely. Yep, scrape that in there. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and mix. Now, if you are one using a mixer, this is where you do not use a mixer. You would want to use a spatula or a spoon like I'm doing right here. You don't want to mix because, as you're about to see, this mixture is on the thicker side. Now, that's totally fine because we're about to fix this. And I know I didn't mention it in my ingredients because depending on the butter you use or room temperature eggs, you might not have this problem where it becomes thicker. But I like to show what happens just in case when you mess up because, like I said, I keep my videos realistic as possible. So that, my friends, that's a thick, thick ass dough. So nonetheless, we are going to add some milk. And this is, I believe, 1% milk. Yes, 1% milk. You can add whole milk. You can add a little bit of heavy cream. I would stay away from heavy cream. So yeah, we're not adding heavy cream, just whole milk or 1%. And you just want to add until the mixture is a little bit on the wetter side. This was a little too thick for my liking. And we're just going to mix that up. And as you can see, the gluten, the stickiness, it's starting to thin out a bit. And this is what we want to see. That's perfect batter right there. So I would say about maybe like 1/4 of a cup of milk you want to add. But that's optional. I will make sure I leave that down below just in case. So this is where you would add your chocolate chips, since this is a chocolate chip bread. If you wanted to add nuts, this is where you would add your nuts. Or you can do it just on top. Now, if you do want the nuts and chocolate chips on top, I do recommend you tossing them in a little bit of flour just so they won't sink in the bread. That's a little trick for you guys I did not show you in this video, but it works. Trust me. So you're going to go ahead and mix that. And again, you don't want to use a mixer for this part because you will be breaking all those chocolate chips. Now, I think I put a little bit too many of them in there because this bread came out a little on the chocolatey side, but I know that sounds crazy, like what kind of bread is too chocolatey, but hey. Now these Snapware containers I am obsessed with, guys. You can get them at Walmart. It's an 8-pack. My husband got these for work before he left, and they're amazing. So remember that butter wrapper we talked about? Yep, this is what it's for. I just learned this the other day too. Yep, works perfect. Now I feel like I put a little too much butter now that I'm watching this, but hey, butter's butter, I guess. You can also flour base it. You can also put parchment paper, but since we're going to put this right in the fridge when it's done, we're going to leave it that way. And you just want to pour your mixture in. Yep. So you see, you guys, how it's like flowing and separating and filling in the crevices. If I didn't add that milk, it would have stayed in a solid ball. Again, milk is totally optional, but it was a little too thick for my liking, so I would recommend you guys add that milk. And I'm just scraping the sides, getting all that goodness out, because we don't want to waste anything here. All right. Now for this, you want to make sure you move the bread and get all that mixture in the corners. And just make sure everything is spread out evenly. You can use an offset spatula for this or just a spoon like I'm doing as well. Now this is where you would add your toppings on top if you wanted the nuts on top or the chocolate chips on top. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven. It was already preheated at 350 and I put this on for 27 minutes. And this was what my oven did. It came out perfect on 27 minutes. So I would say anywhere from 25 to 30 depending on your oven. And we're going to go ahead and wash our dishes and clean our counters because we are not dirty people again. We clean up after our messes. And this is just me jamming out. I've been into country music lately. So I'm singing Good As You from, I forgot his name. It just wiped my counters. And I'm peeling an orange. I'm just throwing the peels. I don't know if you guys knew this, like little tip, little intermission for this video, but if you actually throw these peels in the drain, they help clean. Onions and eggshells too. Never throw meat fat down there because then it's gonna stink like shit. Little intermission with you guys. We have about 15 minutes left on the oven. And I've literally just been jamming out, switching songs, not letting them play full because I'm like, oh, I like this song. Oh, I like this song. So yeah. My husband sticks the whole thing in his mouth. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try that. Okay, guys. Here we go. Don't throw that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that again. Again, babe, if you're watching, kudos to you. We're not doing that again. No. Guys, it smells so good. This is what it's looking like right now. Still got a little more to go. But yeah, it smells so good in here. And here you have it, guys. The banana bread smells so good. It looks a little pale, but I promise you it is not. And look at that chocolate chip. Yum. All right, guys, I am so excited to cut into this bad boy. Let it sit for like 2 minutes. It smells so freaking, it smells so good in here. And then I have my plate, offset spatula, some butter because there's no banana bread that you can't have without some butter, guys. And my coffee because hot. Why not? Hot. Really fucking hot. Oh, it's so soft. I'm like so afraid to break this right now. Okay. Just gonna grab a little piece. Oh, that's hot. OMG. Oh, where's the camera, Crystal? I can't do this. You guys bear with me. Look at that. Okay, now we can look at it. Ooh, right? It's a freaking fail. Are we good? We're focused? We're focused. All right. Yum. Babe, I know you're watching because you said you're gonna be watching my videos. This one's for you. And to all your troop buddies. Since I can't send this to you, unfortunately. That's pretty good. You know what would have been even good? Some walnuts in this, but simplicity is sometimes better. With my hot ass coffee, look at that. Oh, hell no. This is bomb, you guys. I really hope you guys try this. You can also do this recipe. I was gonna make it, but I decided to do banana bread instead because I had 3 bananas that were going bad. You can do this with pumpkin bread. Pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Comment down below if you want that recipe. I was actually supposed to record a video. I'm surprised none of you noticed. But I was supposed to be recording that pumpkin butter cake, and I ended up making it, I think like the day before my husband left. So I didn't have time to record, and we were moving, or was it the day that we actually moved in? Yeah, the day we actually moved in, so 2 days before my husband left. So I didn't record it, and I have it still in my fridge, because it's still good. It's been only a week. That cake is good for I think a week and a half, so I have like a couple days, but my mom doesn't like it. I'm the only one who likes it. My husband loves it, and there's like a lot left, so I guess I have to throw it away because I have no friends here at the base. But I'm gonna record that one, but when I do it, I'm gonna do a half recipe, not a full one, because it's just me. And yeah, it's really good. It's perfect for the fall holidays, whatever. Anything pumpkin's good, except pumpkin spice coffee, guys. I'm sorry, it's a hit or miss for me. So yeah, so this is what I pretty much do. I still have to make the croissant video for you guys, and now's especially perfect to do it. I mean, we have central air anyway, but doing croissants, you want to make sure that your house is cool. You don't want to do it when your house is hot, because there's so many technical things you have to do for this recipe that you just don't want to mess it up. It's almost as bad as the fried ice cream, but worse. And if you guys haven't watched that, shame on you. The link will be down below. So yeah, as far as do I talk to my husband, here and there, I miss him a lot. The time difference is kind of killing us, because right now it's 8:30 at night for me recording this, and it's like 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning for him. So it just sucks. And the Wi-Fi is all jacked up right now over there. So I sent him pictures of the baby and videos, but sometimes they don't load, so kind of sucks, you know. I take afternoon and morning walks, not morning, sorry, night walks to the post office and around a little bit to take Gabe out because he's like, he's an emotional little shit. Gabe. Come here, big guy. Look at him. Come here, big guy. Guys, he's huge. Like, he's pretty much touching the counter, okay? But, yeah, I can't leave him at the house alone without him climbing on my couches or messing up the window blinds or busting down that little gate you guys saw back there and going upstairs. So, because we have carpet all upstairs, if you guys remember from the house tour video. So it's like, what do I do? You know what I mean? I left him outside and he dug a fucking hole, guys. So that's what I'm pretty much dealing with. Figuring out how to make my dog less stressed when I leave to just even go to the grocery store. I mean, there's a grocery store here on base. I looked at it. Some of the prices are good. Some of them are eh. I loved Aldi's because I lived close to it. But now it's completely out of my way. And then Walmart is like kind of in the middle. So I don't know. There's a Food Lion out here. Never went to a Food Lion, so. But yeah. I'm just chit-chatting with you guys because I ain't got no friends. All my friends that are in Massachusetts, some of them don't even look for me anymore. I've been replaced by some of them. Some of them got new friends. But, hey, you want to try this?
What?
The bread.
Oh, you done?
I mean, I'm still recording. Let me try a piece. As she falls and trips over Gabe. And then Gabe, look at Gabe.
You had to put your paws in the way. I'm clumsy. You know, yeah, that's clumsy.
Gabe thinks the banana bread's for him. Look at him.
You know, I don't know which way it's gonna be at.
Alright guys, that's it for the video. I know some of these videos are like 8 minutes long, 15 minutes long. I do apologize. Hence why I was talking towards the end, eating with you guys. Because I'm just trying to make a quick, simple video for you guys without realizing how actually short I'm making them. But again, if you are new to my channel and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Ring that bell up top so you know every time I post, because again, I don't have a set schedule yet. And until next time, guys, thanks to you so much for watching me. Bye.